They'll tell you of storms no other got through, and mountains that conquered, carrying two. The big black sled that knows no fear. The first name is John, the last name is Deere.
John, Big John.
That lean, low profile passing by, shooting a rooster tail into the sky.
Well, there's some snow. More snow than last night. I was driving the Citation in the mud pretty well. So, I think I gotta take the carb apart on the Citation. Might have some gunk in it. Could have some water that turned to ice. I don't know. I'm gonna pull the Spitfire out first, clean the carb out. Ran decent last night, but was bogging down a little bit. I want to get that out first, take it for a little ride around, get it warmed up, and then take the carb apart. Well, it ran decent. I still want to see if there's any junk in that carb though. It bogged down a little bit. So maybe I'll pop the carb bowl off and see if there's any crud in there. You know, they say shower helmets. Right. That ditch is getting bad. Right over the handlebars. Phew. Okay. Got it out of the ditch. Let's make it back to the shop. Seen how easy the Spitfire started up. Let's see how the liquefier goes. I abandoned it here last night because it was causing trouble. Now it's getting cold. So, let's see what's going on with this thing. Well, does this thing ever zoom? All I had to do to get it going was squirt a little bit of gas in each carburetor, and it turned over on the first pull. So yeah, I guess gas was the problem last night. But I also was looking at these spark plug cables. They're a little loose, and I wonder if that might also be a problem. I'm gonna cut them off and shorten them and see if I can get some better cables, or well, hook them up better. It was getting up temperature. It was definitely getting warm, so that's good. And I pulled off the cap here, and there's still cooling in it, so that's good. It's not too low. The handlebars are definitely up too high. But yeah, this thing's pretty fast. Well, it's 4:30. I drove the Spitfire back here to get the liquefier going. Got it going, just needed a little bit of gas in it. Drove it around, and then it was kind of driving a little funny like it was last night. It's back at the shop now. I walked back here to pick the Spitfire up. I wasn't really planning, so might drive this around a little bit and then go back to the shop and see what's wrong with the liquefier. Seems like spark might not be the issue. The clutch maybe? I don't know. It seemed like it was bogging down when it was trying to get in and out of gear, or I don't know. We'll see. I'll get this going. See how many pulls it takes. Choke on. 1, 2. Alright, made it back with both sleds. These things don't want to run right today, apparently. Spitfire doesn't want to idle. And liquefier, it's running like crap. Sure goes fast, but then all of a sudden it just dies off. They're both still pretty fast though. So, the other day, drove the Spitfire around, drove back the lane, went in the ditch. I'll be part of this video. Oh, that was not fun. I went over the handlebars, not thinking at that point. Got it out, drove back, and then we got this liquefier going. Liquefier was going, decently. It was like started and ran. First time in the snow, ran pretty good for first time me having it, driving. And then drove it back the lane, got it stuck. Well, I mean, it stalled. Didn't know why. And I was just so tired. I walked back, and I was gonna walk back, and then Dad was on the Spitfire. I jumped on that, and then we drove back on the Spitfire. Spitfire, even though it says only one passenger, it can handle two. And then I went back with the next day. I think I might have made a video about it. Might be part of the video of me going back to the abandoned liquefier, squirted some gas in it, drove it back. It was okay. Since then, the liquefier has got some problems. Carburetor boots both leaking because they're both used old ones, so I'm gonna have to order 2 new ones. But we what's it called? Seal-all. We seal-alled both of the boots good enough so that there wasn't leaking much air in there. But the carbs were still an issue. One of them was running kind of lean. One of them was running so rich that it's been covering the spark plug in gas. So I thought it was running on one cylinder electronically. Like I thought there was an electrical issue. But it was just covered in gas. So I think that's the problem. Not certain what to do there. I kind of think I should get the original size carbs back on it, 36mm McCuneys instead of the 34. But yeah, haven't really thought about that much. Got the gasket kit for the LX engine. One of the guys on YouTube said to get the aluminum off the walls was using hydrochloric acid, muriatic acid, like strong vinegar stuff. But we don't have any of that, and Home Hardware doesn't sell that. So I saw a thing online to take just lye crystals and mix it in with water and make a solution up and use that to dissolve the aluminum that's in the LX's cylinder walls, or in the jug. So I'm gonna have to think about that a little bit, how I'm gonna get the aluminum out of there, because it probably is for the best, so it doesn't cause the next new piston to be eaten up like the old one did. Let me think. I really should be driving around the snowmobiles because we have snow. Like we have a decent amount of snow, enough that I had to move snow with the tractor with. But yeah, I don't know, laziness. Anyway, I'm gonna end that video there, and hopefully I don't go in the ditch again with the Spitfire. Gotta be careful with those snow drifts, and everyone should be careful when they're coming in and approaching a snow drift. Might be a ditch on the other side. Anyways, take care. Talk to you later. Bye for now.